Nobody's gonna see that. This is the stuff in the back of the closet. This is the stuff under the bed. Nobody's seeing that. No, we're just gonna conceal. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Miss Khrissy, Christina with a K. Hey, Christina with a K. Hey girl, hey boy, how you doing? How you feeling? Today we're doing another wig review, but we're also doing a wig review where I purposely wanted to make this beginner friendly as possible. I wanted to see if I can accomplish kind of wearing this wig out the pack without all those customizations that I do and that you see other people do. Are these wigs really beginner friendly? So that's kind of the test in this video. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see how I accomplish wearing this wig and what my thoughts are on this sensational butter lace wig. So I'm going to show you guys the minimal way I put on this wig. What is that? So I'm going to show you guys the minimal way that I put this wig on and if I accomplish that. So
20 minutes later.
So I'm going to show you the very minimal way that I installed this wig or put on this wig and to show you if you can accomplish wearing this wig fresh out the pack, especially if you're a beginner to wearing wigs. Before we get started, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up for me. It does help push me out to the YouTube world. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it. What's up, friends? So this is Butter Unit number 30. I have the color Balayage Latte. It comes with these nice, pretty highlights. Ooh, we're going to get into that later. Nice, pretty curls. Get 2 combs in the front and 1 in the back. You're going to get the standard lace part in the middle and it comes with a lace frontal effect. Trying on the wig, she fit okay, but keep in mind my hair is flat. She was really cute, but something was missing. Ooh, I had to fix my makeup, y'all. Hold on. That looks better. Okay, so this is what the hairline is looking like fresh out the pack. It's okay, but again, we'll talk about that later. Keep watching, but this is what she's looking like. Get some baby hairs. So I'm gonna go in and tint my lace, guys. I'm using my Khrissy lace tint spray. You can use makeup or whatever to match it against your complexion. So I'm just brushing all the hair back. So I like to do this before I go in with my hot comb, and I like to use the hot comb just to brush all the hairs back. I don't use baby hairs, so I like to go in and just brush all that hair back to get a cleaner hairline looking effect. Next, I'm going to cut off the lace. I'm using my scissors just to kind of cut it in sections, and then I'm going to go in with my razor. This is an eyebrow razor. I like to use this just to kind of get more of a jagged edge on the lace so it's not so straight. And I also cut my lace really close to the hairline. So you can go in glueless, you can wear it if you want, but I'm just going to secure the front with my bedhead hardhead adhesive spray, and I'm just going to wipe the makeup off my forehead just so that adhesive can melt better. About 1 or 2 coats and the under the lace is fine, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put on the wig. I love the bedhead because I feel like you don't really have to wait till it gets tacky. You can just go ahead and put it on, and then I like to go ahead and put some more bedhead on top of the lace. Next, I'm going to go in with my blow dryer. This part is really fast forwarded, guys, but about 5 minutes until it's a little firm. And then I'm going to go in with my elastic band. But you know, we got to speed up these parts in these videos. I know y'all got places to be, so we speeding it up for y'all. So after that is a little secure, I like to go in with my elastic band. These new elastic bands I found off Amazon are amazing. I'll leave a link in my description. It's under Wig Essentials. They're not as tight and they're snug, but they don't give you a headache. So the bed head, I like it because I feel like it doesn't leave so much residue. Then I'm just brushing out the wig. It's not really that tangly, but I'll talk about that in a bit. And then I'm just gonna go in with my hot comb just to kind of flatten out the top. You don't want humps in the top of your wig, so I definitely recommend doing this part so your wig won't look as wiggy. But I definitely don't recommend skipping it, but also don't run the hot comb all the way through because this is a synthetic wig. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Simply Styling silicone spray. I'm using this instead of my wig spray, which again, I'll mention later in the video. And last, we're just gonna go in with a little bit of makeup and contour just to kind of match that lace some more so we don't have a cast. And I'm also gonna go in with some powder in the parting space just to kind of make it look a little bit more like scalp. And that's pretty much it. So I'm finished finished putting on this wig, installing, whatever you want to call it. So this wig is the Butted Lace Unit 30. We are on number 30. When did that happen, Sensational? I have the color Balayage Latte. I did get this color because I saw it on Donita Marie, so shout out to you, boo, because you slayed that color and I was like, I need her. This is a newer color, so of course I had to pick it up for y'all and see what she's working with. Look at this color. Okay, I'm jumping ahead. So this collection, you're gonna get your balayage colors, guys. You're also gonna get some flamboyage colors in here, and it looks like some chunky highlight colors as well. That's pretty new. I haven't seen chunky highlight colors before, so I'm curious to see what that's looking like, but I do have this one in the middle, the Balayage Latte. This is from the Butted Lace collection. If you're not familiar with that collection, it's a beginner friendly collection. It's from the What Lace collection. The What Lace collection we all fell in love with. That was the 13x6 lace frontal. This is the Butted Lace collection. So you're just gonna get a standard lace part with this collection, and you're gonna get a hairline effect. It does come with some baby hairs. You get 2 combs on the side, 1 in the back. It says the lace is virtually undetectable. I love that about the Butted Lace collection because it does really melt. We give it scalp-like effect. It says it's pre-plucked. I'm gonna tell y'all about that in just a little bit. Ear to ear wide lace parting. Yeah, she's coming down. The cap does feel pretty comfortable. This is Sensational. Sometimes the caps are pretty small with Sensational, but I feel like she's fitting just right. I feel like she's actually a little slightly bigger. It's not too big, but she is comfortable. I do have headache issues and she doesn't feel too tight on my head. Keep in mind, my hair is really flat. I got my gel braids going on. It's really flat. So I think your hair does need to be flat with wearing this wig. So let's go ahead and talk about how I feel about this wig. So I wanted to go in, as you guys heard in the intro, if you don't skip past those parts, I wanted to go in and wear this wig as beginner friendly as possible. And the reason is because I pluck up my wigs these days. If you're not new to this channel, I do pluck my wigs. I pluck them regardless. They're synthetic, they're human, they're 13x6, they're lace frontals, they're standard lace parts. I'm plucking up these wigs, and the reason is because I like a natural hairline effect. I don't use baby hairs, so I like to kind of brush my hair back, and I like to create a realistic hairline. With that said, I did not go and pluck up this wig. I wanted to see if my beginners can get away with not plucking up this wig, and because she is a middle part, you kind of could get away with it. But if you're noticing, it is looking a little dense. It is looking a little kind of slightly wiggy, but who's that close to you? If they that close, they probably need to back up. That's why we pluck up these wigs, because this is looking a little dense. As pre-plucked as these wigs are saying they're at the pack, I don't agree and think they're that pre-plucked. I do feel like you have to put in a slight bit of work, and you do get a little bit of lace to do that. If you see how I just parted that, and this is looking like scalp. This is not looking like scalp. This is looking like scalp. So you do get some parting space in here to do that, guys. Oh, you get a lot of nice parting space. Like, look how far back that's going. Look, you see how that's looking like scalp? So I think going in and just put in a little bit of work, at least right here, from right here to right here, is definitely going to make a difference with these wigs, and that's why I go in and I pluck up these wigs. I just wanted to explain to y'all kind of why I do it and why I think you should too. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. I used to think that I can't. The more you go in and you practice on these wigs, the more you can do it. If you need help with that, check out my video. The video is doing numbers, y'all. This video right here will definitely help you pluck up your synthetic wigs. It'll help you pluck up your wigs in general if you need help with that. I definitely do recommend you checking out this video right here of how to pluck your synthetic wig. But like I said, you can get away with not plucking it. The knots on this wig are kind of thin, so they're okay. And then if you did want to go in with baby hairs, it kind of breaks up their hairline a little bit, so you could get away with not plucking it. So that's that. I did not install this wig all across, so I do feel like you could get away with this wig with not applying a lot of adhesive. Yes! And I do like that. I literally just sprayed right here, and I feel like that's all you need on these wigs, just for a little bit of security and a little extra melting. But on the side, I didn't do anything on the side. And look at that. Like, nobody's gonna see that. This is the stuff in the back of the closet. This is the stuff under the bed. Nobody's seeing that. No, we're gonna we're gonna conceal. So I think you could get away with just securing right here. So that's beginner friendly. I love the fact that this color came like this. This color is gorgeous. I didn't have to go to the salon and do this. And look at these highlights. It's fresh out the pack looking like this. So other than the plucking, guys, I think that's the only thing that I would suggest you doing a little bit of. I think you could get away with not doing it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Now let's get into this texture, guys. Now this texture on this wig absolutely feels amazing. I think we definitely have improved from Butter Lace 1. We're on Butter Lace 30. So Sensationnel is listening and the texture is improved. This wig feels so soft. And it's not even a human hair blend. Normally the human hair blends on the Butter Lace wigs are feeling better, but this one feels really good. I did review Butter Lace 30 and that texture on that one felt a little bit more synthetic-y, even though it didn't feel bad, but that one did feel more silky. This one feels like more of a light yaki, and I really like this texture. I actually would consider getting this wig in another color or even a natural color. I think the length on this wig is perfect. It's kind of like 20 inches. This is what it's looking like coming down, like it's not too long, and then in the back. So I love the fact that this wig is not too long, it's not too short, it's like a nice mid-length wig. This wig is super cute. The density on it, it might be too thin for some people, but I feel like it's a natural density. This is what it's looking like. Like, look at that. Like, it's a good I don't want to say every day, but yeah, kind of, sort of. It's a good length. It's a good density. I'm not getting much tangling on this wig. I am getting a little bit of shedding, but it's not too bad. This is synthetic. Remember what you're paying for. Synthetic. Okay, this is a synthetic wig. I do like the waves on this. It's like some nice flowy waves on here, and I love the layers, guys. Like, this is some face framing layers in here. I love the fact that I didn't have to cut that. It's in the wig. This is what you pay for with synthetic wigs, and that's why I love them. Like, it's just so easy. Like, look at it. I did go in with this wig with a little bit of Simply Styling spray. If you're not new here, you notice that I use a lot of different synthetic wig sprays depending on my wig and depending on the texture. Now, I didn't go in with serum because I felt that would have been a little bit too heavy for this texture of this wig, but she's really flowy. She's really not, like, I'm running my fingers through this wig. It feels slightly like a human hair blend. The ends aren't getting ratty by the end of the video. Like, this is a good soft texture. I really like this texture on this wig. Like, look at that texture. Look at this texture. And some of these wigs, when it's kind of more silky, they get really ratty. But if you notice, this is not getting ratty. And I had this wig on for a while, but the texture is really nice. This Simply Styling spray, I feel like does make a difference on this texture wig. Now, like I said, certain textures, I don't know, it depends on the wig, it depends on the day. I'm really feeling this wig, like, y'all. Like, she's really cute. She's shockingly surprising to me, and I love when I get shocked by wigs. Ta-da! If you guys noticed, when I did cut my lace, I did cut it really close to the hairline because I feel like that does make a difference with the wig. I did tint this wig with my Kufani lace tint spray. I found it in the closet. We got to use up all our stuff, but you could go in with some powder, you can go in with lace tint spray, makeup, whatever you choose to match the wig to your complexion. I also did go in with my hot comb. I feel like this is very important for your synthetic wigs because fresh out the pack is gonna be humpy, it's gonna be lumpy, and you want to make sure you make it look like scalp. That's why we're using these hot combs, guys, because we don't want lumps and bumps, okay? Like, we want it to look like it's coming out of our scalp, and that's why we use a hot comb. So I definitely do recommend going in with a hot comb. But overall, how do I feel about this wig? I think she's a winner, y'all. I absolutely think she's a winner. Now, when I wear this wig again, I'm definitely going to pluck from right here, but that's about it. Other than that, I have no issues with this wig. I think she's gorgeous, and this texture is nice, y'all. Like, it feels really good. Look at these highlights. Look at that. It's cute. If y'all did notice, I did change my makeup because I felt like the lips weren't initially going with the eyes. So I had to match it a little bit. She's a banger. She's really cute. Drop me some comments down below. I love talking to you guys, and I love giving you guys kind of follow-up videos on what you're saying in the comments. So let me know how you're feeling, because hence why I made this video. You guys comment about the plucking, so I made the video and showed y'all why I think we should pluck. Give this video a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button, and until next time, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.